Gamers, we have returned to the new look Bazaar, featuring ranked Vanessa, and a very interesting series of changes to the start of the game. Sorry, I'm a little bit shaken up, both literally and figuratively. We just had an earthquake a couple hours ago. I'm being half facetious. Did you know you could do that, man? I didn't know you could do all of that. Nah, we're chill, but my monitors did move a little bit. Medium silvers or 2 small silvers and 5 silver tier loots. This could be good, but I think I gotta see what these loots are, man. That's crazy. You're obviously good, and you're obviously not that good, but like, the loot is kind of crazy. Let me just take a peek here. Realistically, there's things we want to sell and things we don't want to sell. I have no problem selling the scrap. And no problem selling the gland. Let's see what else we got going here. Let's take a peek at the abandoned crate. Silver tier upgrade hammer is useless for us, so let's take an early skill. Plus 20 extra shield? Are you kidding me, man? And then we, if anything, we would probably most like, I mean, it's not a weapon, but we would most like to get a healing item or a shielding item from the Bananimal. Bello, which is not your name, but whatever. I think what we're looking for right now, the early build here looks to me to be seaweed. I guess bananas sell, right? Oh yeah, you don't have healing items. You have items that improve our max health. But like a pretty boss pearl early is kind of crazy. Duct tape, I'm sure we could find a way to make it a viable part of the ecosystem, don't get me wrong. I was thinking, like, we had to check our loot, because what if we got some cinders? But we did not. But anything's okay. Anything's okay here. That's fine. It makes it easy for us to, you know, set it and forget it. I forget what you do. We might want a poison item. There's a high chance that it's going to be a jellyfish, or some kind of aquatic item, at least. When you use an adjacent aquatic item, this gains haste. So you set it up thusly. You upgrade our bronzes. You could upgrade 1 bronze for free. I think you gain haste for longer, which actually strikes me as, like, pretty good. But we will not have a full board. But I think that this is probably, like, still the right play. I think. You get 1 extra poison and better haste. Okay. So yeah, we don't have a full board, but the Illusoray is going to go 2x when it goes, and the shell is going to go crazy, I think. They got a pretty good build as well, don't get me wrong. Although, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty solid with the way my shield is looking right now. Dude, we kind of did it, I think. Yeah, there's no shot. You got no shot. I mean, to be fair, not to be rude to you, but your weapon is claws. So, like, I'm not surprised to pull out a win under these circumstances, but, like, at the same time, I also, with no weapons and not even a full small board, I was kind of surprised with what we were able to do there. But we'll take that. We started with 2 very good silvers and some pretty decent loot. I mean, the silver loot doesn't even show up till like day 6 or something like that. Needed fins to get max health. I do feel like, wow, we really care about ammo items? I mean, we could get an aquatic item there, but this sounds like you just take the freebie to me. And you know what? While we're here, why not get the permanent shield bonus, man? And a bronze tier skill that makes our clam even better. I suppose I should look at everything just to make sure, but that's kind of like a crazy pearl early on. Now, as much as the scrap is also good, I do think we would be at our best to maybe finally have a chance to fill out our board. And, like, you're a stud. You're valuable. And of all of these, I have to think about this, because Ambergris gains 2 value every time we buy an aquatic. You gain 3 heal every time we buy an aquatic. So you're literally better. And we'll probably be able to upgrade you well because of the fact that... Oh, no, because you would gain 4 every time we buy it. Whereas you would gain 3. But you do have a 4-second cooldown. And we're going to probably find B1 and B2 shops like crazy. So let's do this and then buy.
You want to buy that? I mean,
Because we should have done it in a different order.
choice.
But regardless, whenever you buy an aquatic item. Okay. I don't even need to sell them yet, I suppose. I feel like it's a little ambitious, but I feel like you go up against the rogue scrapper, man. My whole reasoning for this is that the scrap that you give me could go insane. I suppose I should have sold my med kit as well, but... Like, I think we have a stealth build right now. Like, I think we've got a very, very, very strong build. Even though if you just looked at the board at first, you would probably be like, this isn't very good. But, like, what kills us? Very little can kill us because our Pearl is so strong. And Poison loses to heal, but it's hard to get a big heal off this early. Even if our Poison is, like, insanely slow.
not even the battle.
Huge. Leftmost heal gets plus 15 heal. And then leftmost heal gets plus 10 heal. I mean, that's pretty huge, man. You do sell non-weapon items. I would like to take a peek at what those non-weapon items might be. I would say, I feel like we have not made a huge mistake. I would feel like you buy this. I will probably just sell it right after. And I think you buy this and you sell it right after just to keep the coral buffing, man. And maybe at some point the ambergris comes out there as well, but I don't know. Now we're a little light on money. Take me to the abandoned chest. And I could have you upgrade a bronze. And I do understand the appeal. Because you would probably gain the heals faster. But I really feel like a skill could be... Sure, I can live with it. Jack G 123. It's just the question is like, do you sell these now? I feel like we should wait for like one more board expansion and possibly like an item we consider ourselves to build around for a long time. I mean, the Pearl is probably like that, but what do you got here? Chris Army Knife, a little bit of burning. I feel like we do very well against you, man. We put up a lot of shield. We have a reasonable amount of heal. You have no, like, progressive growth, and our poison will eventually whittle you down. Sorry, there's so much cat hair in the air. The earthquake must have shaken some of Tomo's loose fur out. I can't focus. If you shave, you get stubble, and the cat hair gets stuck in the stubble. If you don't shave for a couple days, you get, like, facial hair, and the facial hair traps the hair even better. Like, there's no winning, man. There's no winning.
Another empty chest.
$6. Bronze tier loot, bronze tier item. I mean, $6 is actually... That's kind of the sort of thing that I'd be interested in right now. I think. Money can be tight. We'll put you out there. Put you out there? Yeah. In that order. This is where I want them. And now, well, you know what? We're not fighting for a while, so we probably don't need to sell those. We'll see if we get something better. I would love to see a medium item like a beach ball or you're that guy. You're that guy. So we buy you, buy you, sell you, buy you, and get ready to put you out there. You're that guy. You're that guy. Buy you and your silver. I can't afford you. I can't afford you. I can afford you. Because now, we don't care about you and you've got lots of money. We buy you. And the build is like, it handles itself right now. The pufferfish, what, you go every 5 seconds? Okay, Clamora goes out instead. Pufferfish goes in. And it is a friend, and because it charges, I gotta think about this. Captain's Wheel is important for the haste. Either way, we can definitely sell. And then we gotta think about what cooldown to reduce by 6%. But I feel like it's almost certain... Well, it could be Captain's Wheel, actually. Especially if we get a large item or a vehicle. And then...
realistically...
I hate to say it, but like we don't need catfish. Catfish is a good haste receiver, but we can pull it, run this, and then put Captain's Wheel like maybe here? This makes some degree of sense to me. This looks like a good board. And then you keep these two to put out when we level up, and maybe you get something out of it. I think we have a kind of disgusting board. Beautiful. This is kind of what we were looking for, to be honest with you. I'm content with a B1 and B2. And, you know, do I really care about upgrading a Piranha? No, I do not. So we'll just upgrade our Coral straight off. It gets double the effect? That's crazy talk, man. Are they serious? And let's see if we can keep XP maxing. Like, I feel like we're off to the races here. We would still love to have seaweed on the board. Like, that's a given. I don't know where we're going to receive that, but we would love to have it on the board. But for now, like, I think we've got a pretty amazing early build. We have decent healing, so we're protected from the mirror match. We have great shielding, so we're protected from weapons. Our damage output is slow, but not, like, glacial. And I think, like, without a doubt, even if it's one poison, that's not one poison. I choose to not think of that as one poison. I choose to think of that as a 12% poison increase, 12.5 if you want to get technical. And we could upgrade Bronze Piranha or take a skill. We take a skill any day of the week. Oh, your leftmost poison item has +3 poison. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And now I'm like, maybe you should be receiving haste. Because at least you'll get... Oh, I see the conundrum. No, it still works totally fine. We'll take another skill.
Some folks a lot older than me.
Your rightmost poison item has +3 poison. Another 10 shield on you, or a crit chance. Honestly, buddy, I'm just gonna give you some extra poison. I know you still have like a ridiculous cooldown time, but the more poison skills we can get, the merrier. Maybe at some... I was gonna say at some point we might just have one poison item and it will receive all of them, but whatever. Okay, so you got a square build that's not quite put together yet. I would honestly, the square builds have been ruining my life. I would love nothing more than to humble you right now. I'm always scared of the square build, so I have no idea if that's like... But you're done. You're done. Go back to school. No disrespect. You're good people. You're good people here. Love that. Three wins in 3 days on a ranked build is feeling good. I feel like we might be able to get like a better haster, because the Captain's Wheel is always going to have this long cooldown timer, but I'll go look for some mediums.
What can I get you?
I should remember, it's expensive, but it's reasonably, I think, reasonably intelligent to keep buying aquatics. So it's going to cost us 8 gold, but out of that we get 12 extra heal every... 2 extra heal per second. When you put it that way, it seems like the worst deal that's ever existed, now that I think about it, but that's okay. What do you got for me? A star chart. Because I'm going to buy you... I mean, this... It's probably not worth getting crazy about. It's 2 gold. Either way, I'm buying you, because Star Chart's not aquatic. Maybe I shouldn't have bought you. Never mind. Keep the fishing rod for now, I guess. I'm just trying to think, because this happens to me a lot. I'm just going to keep it simple. Where I have a good build early, but I get too entrenched in the build and lose the ability to pivot when the pivot is like most appropriate. So I'm just trying to make sure it's only day 4, and I think what we've got going on here, it can get to 10 if we just don't lose. I mean, that's self-evident, I suppose, but what I mean is, like, this type of build might not find it easy to win on like day 12, but on day 10, it maybe could still get the job done. That's pretty big. Chocolate bars, weapons. I think you take the income for free. You could upgrade a bronze, which we do not care about. Let's get a free haste item instead. When you use the item to the right, haste it for 2 seconds. Every 3.8 seconds, we could have you putting haste on you. I think you actually might just be better, which is kind of crazy.
Waiting to be filled.
First time you poison, freeze an item for 3 seconds. There's no way to say this. Somebody up there likes me. Like, it's going so much better than I would ever have expected. Like, all of our skills have been useful for us. Okay, they got Life Preserver, a very fast revolver that is going to get buffed. We've frozen something useless, but we're shielding quite nicely, man. And the poison is stacking. And just slow the revolver, please. That's what we like to see! Okay, that's... Oh, sorry, I forgot you came back to life. What's it like to come back to life with 205 poison on your forehead? Anyway, don't worry about it. One second, I got some push notifications on DM to take care of on Discord. Okay. I should have looked into the stats, though, to see how valuable the cloak might have been. Okay, honestly, I don't really want to upgrade a bronze narwhal, but I will say it attacks slightly faster. I guess, you know what? I actually do want to upgrade an item. I thought about just taking the medical, but we want to upgrade fishing rod so that it gives us silver aquatics. It may never matter, but I do think it's better than getting... Jason, sorry, I just realized I should have you over here the whole time, too. And you go for 12 poison, 12 poison, you get the... That's good. That's fine by me. Yeah, we want it like this. I think upgrading the fishing rod is probably worth more than just getting the med kit, but I could be wrong. But I'm leaving myself open to interpretation. I don't really want to upgrade a bronze item. It's our first whiff on a skill. Now I'm seeing how so many people get so many skills before me, man. How dare you break wind before me? I'm sorry, baby, I didn't know it was your turn. You know what I'm talking about? That type of stuff. Now, here's the thing. I already have 2 of the skills you could offer me. So what if you just gave me the skill that I was missing, which is coincidentally, like, your best skill? That would work for me. I'm the type of fellow that would work on, to be quite frank with you. No, Gorgon Noble, your health is already dead. Terrible news for you. Great news for me. Lots of good stuff. That's not one of them, but... Or maybe it is. I don't know. Tempting a little bit, but because you're not aquatic, I think you're not usable. I would look at haste, slow, and cooldown items. You never know. Keeping in mind, we should probably keep buying cheap aquatics. Not aquatic. Aquatic. The problem I have, like, I can pull you, and I can... You basically have a 2.2 second cooldown, which is giving us a lot of haste. Like, you can go no problem. So much haste out of it. The only other thing you could... Like, I can dump you... Maybe you could dump the Shadow Cloak here, actually. So you just dump you and you. Put the Water Wheel out there instead. Haste everything for 2 seconds. Yeah, okay. I think this is kind of a no-brainer, actually. And then we want to make sure you're in between those two. Because they're going to go off most frequently. I think this might be like a disgustingly good setup, to be straight up with you. I'm not really worried about getting more piranhas at this point. And we level. Okay, this time we want silver tier loot. And we want to see XP and cooldown reduction. Not bad. I think that, honestly, I just don't... The Shadow Cloak, I loved what it did for us, but we're improving. We're getting better. And instead of income, I'm gonna go risky mode, man. Loan Shark has aquatic items, man. He even has a shark.
What's that?
I don't even know if I would want the shark. Crashing Waves would actually generate 5 extra haste so quickly. It would make your head spin how fast that would get our engine started. Keep in mind, this guy's like level 8 or something. He's level 8. And we bodied him. We had nothing to worry about. I do want to take a peek at something. 2 income, bro. I don't know. The next item to leave is either Coral or the Illusoray. The Illusoray is giving us a lot of triggers. You're not gonna exist though. Okay, so I'm not trying to say that we're definitely gonna win, but we are going up against somebody with 0 wins. So like, it's possible we might be on 5 wins after 5 days. Possible. Crow's Nest Rifle, Blue Pickles X. I'm sorry to tell you this. I think it's over for you. I think like my ashes or my arrows will block out the sun or whatever, and you're gonna fight in the shade.
Bring her about. I've got another
Which is a
salvo.
debuff. I don't know if you've seen 300, but it is a debuff. We take those. We're well on our way to a 2-chest victory. I don't want to get too ahead of myself and talk about 3. Even 2 has got me feeling like a little certain something. Can I? Oh, because it's next to the star chart. I see. Honestly, you've done us a great service. I'm gonna sell the other one. There's something in this business called loyalty. Haste an aquatic item for 2 seconds. Poison for 1 extra second. I would start with haste for sure. It doesn't really matter that much what it hits. What matters is that it's hasting. We don't need gumballs. We could use the crit chance, but we don't really need gumballs. Like you, and then roll. All of this is basically just to make Coral better. I'm gonna use Ambergris as like a little cove as well. Honestly, I'd normally XP max. Trash Golem. I have to think, because cooldown reduction is like always desirable. But if I look at Trash Golem, who I've fought 100 times, they don't have poison stuff. They're more of an ammo merchant. So let's go with the Mosquito, man. And actually, this would be useless, but you know, it's the thought that counts or whatever. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but like I normally would be like, well, here's what we lose against now. But I actually don't know what we really lose against. We don't even really lose against Disable because like...
See that plank? Walk it.
Like we have too many items that like work well. Losing Pearl would probably be the worst, but I'd have to think about it. We probably want to upgrade Water Wheel, I think. Which lowers its cooldown.
This will inspire.
Like, we win by getting the most haste. So that made sense to me. Weapon, aquatic items? This is the dream, man. Oh my god, hang on a second. I don't think... I hate that I sold cooldown reduction into that captain's wheel. But... buy it. Buy it. Sell it. Buy it. Sell it. And the Ambergris is already... it's worth 10. Hang on a second here. Buy it.
Little secret. You're the only
Sell it. Although the crit chance could be interesting. But what do you take out you just to get crit chance? No, it's not going to happen. Sell it, sell it. Sell it. 20 gold. Buy it.
sailors know how to use that.
You're interesting, but you're not what I want. You would have been what I want if I stuck with Captain's Wheel. But I think we've got a great setup here already. I have to look at the encounter. This is so embarrassing. What is this called? The Cult, the Bazaar. Let me see what you offer. Because you could Lose 10% max health and gain regen. 20% max health, enchant a weapon with deadly. Silver ritual dagger for free. Or 30% max health and a diamond bow. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. Am I crazy to think I'd rather have like 3 spare change, given what it does for the Cove, than get a silver ritual dagger? I mean, we don't even have any weapons, so like, I'm not gonna get a weapon at this point. I'm not gonna enchant nothing. I think we might have gotten like 1 extra gold out of the ritual dagger, but it also would have. I gotta think about it. It would have given the Cove like less value. What a shot, man. Okay, that's fine. I'm not crying or whatever. Balcony fixer upper. That's an interesting build you've got there. I've never seen that one before. Stop, man. He didn't even have deed. You're hurting him. 30 gold. I'm going straight to the item store. You're done, bud. And I just can't be bothered with the wanted poster at this stage in my life, to be honest with you. You might be aquatic. Grappling, not aquatic. Okay. I guess Batman's not really aquatic. As much as I'd love aquatic items, XP is always valuable, not to mention the gold. I think I would happily take some poison skills. First time you use a large... Does that say first time you use a large item, poison 15? We use a large item pretty quick. But it does feel like adding 2 poison to everything goes a lot harder. It doesn't take long for that to add up to more than 15, I suppose, now that I think about it. I would take the middle skill if they offered it again, but when you crit haste an item. Alright, that's something that would make me think that crit chance is like more than a meme for our build. Probably a good time to check in as well and see how we're doing on just like raw stats right now. Everybody always says you can cut the jellyfish. You don't understand the jellyfish is what's generating enough haste for the pufferfish to go, man. You don't get it. They really want me to make Cosmic Amulet work, but I just don't see it. I would love to upgrade this, by the way. I think it's very unlikely at this point that it happens, but... Now, similarly, that's a very expensive purchase. I may come to regret that. I love ya! Now, it might be a little insane. Let's be honest, you guys can probably go for simplicity's sake. I think it's possible that Seaweed is going to have a really hard time. 6 seconds, force. I think Seaweed's not going to catch up, man. I think I'm kind of ride or die on the coral here. I'm not doing another purchase there. That's just, it's a little rich for my blood. I would happily fight again, though. This is the only way I think we could get another level before tomorrow. And you're a heal merchant, right? 10 regen for each non-weapon you have in play. Nothing else we really want, but I would never say no to like a large gold item. Yeah, we're chill. We're chill. I don't know why I was scared. It would be nice to get some of the skills that haste more.
It's over already.
Please tell me we leveled. Oh, a pig with no wins, please. We need this. Level 9 pig with no wins. So what are we looking at here? Probably 15,000 max HP. Squares? Maybe a square user. I think we do okay against square. Although icy model ship is going to be pretty annoying. We got to stop this dog, bro. Hold. Hold. I mean, he's hidden pretty hard. But so are we. So are we. And honestly, like, you should never feel bad about beating a square user. I wouldn't feel bad about, like, being a square user as well if I was playing pig, but, like, they've been terrorizing us lately. I think we got nothing to complain about. Or nothing to feel bad about, I should say. Sure. I mean, it's honestly nice to just hold you in the inventory for a while. It enables our buy sell. Please, for the love of God, a pearl? Turtle shell. When you use a non-weapon, charge this 1 second. It buffs your other shield items. But it's really like, it's more if we were running barrel. If we're only using one shield item, I'm not sure it's worth it. This is crazy that we actually got what we were looking for. I'm being very heavy on the buys and sells, but, you know, that's what the money's for, I guess. I would happily look at some medium items. You never know, they could even be aquatic.
I used to offer a free ride home,
But people got the wrong idea. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Everybody's been there, and I don't mean on vacation. I'm starting to feel like this coral is going to have a hard time keeping up with our healing requirements. Can I take a quick peek at Wandering Shoal? Will you guys, like, stuff me in a locker if I take a look at Wandering Shoal? When you slow charge an item, your poison items have +6 poison. They actually have, like, every item on my board. Their board is like my board. But now I'm looking and I'm like, wait a minute. Our jellyfish is the wrong level. Our catfish is the wrong level. Our pufferfish is the wrong level. I wouldn't turn down anything that they've got available here, to be honest, but I think your poison items have +6 poison would be like an insane get. Not to mention we're getting a ton of XP.
see that plank?
My God.
Walk it.
That's crazy. Enchant an item? Okay. How about something that goes off a lot? Burning Pearl. I think you could do worse than that, man. Not to mention it got +3 burn out of that. Take a temporary boost of 200 max health. Shield effects. It's tough, man, because I feel like your burn is going to be useful, but I also feel if I go to Bazaar, a shielded pearl, yeah, it's going to have double this shield. I'm so sorry to do this. It's totally my bad, and wasting the enchantment sucks. You're still burning, though! That's got to be a bug, because you're on 0. You're not even getting the skill impact.
I'm a bit of a
Incoming screenshots, though. How did my opponent get 2 enchantments? Torpedo build, huh? Torpedo port. I don't know what we hasted at the start of this fight, but it was the wrong thing. But now it's cruising. By the way, I'm not gonna just deny it. This is some of the luckiest Bazaar gameplay you'll ever see. We started with great items and like great loot. We've gotten great skills. We've gotten the perfect thing from a lot of different PvE fights. Great enchantments. Like, we got very little to complain about right now. And we're at 7 wins. It feels good. That's very nice. That's very nice. That's very nice. I don't have like a ton of money, but 20 max health seems kind of insignificant right now. Technically, you could probably make a gold bar worth it, but like, what do we care, man?
Trash is tragic.
What do we care? We care about that. We don't care about anything related to our weapons. We kind of care about this. Okay. I think, like, we've only lost 1 round. So I do think that 10 wins is still in the realm of possibility for us. I wouldn't necessarily bank on it.
Enjoy your purchase.
There it is. But I think it's possible. Like, it's certainly within the realm of possibility, even though it's hard to imagine like how we scale the run up at this point. Because we basically just keep getting the luckiest skills of all time. I guess I would... Dude, when you heal, charge a shield item... When you heal, charge a shield item... more aquatic items. No matter what, we're getting like an aquatic item or a semi-useful skill. Owned. You're owned. We would love the skill. I think it comes from the monster skill shop. That is like, you gain regen equal to half of the poison on your enemy. This is just a sell, but I'm still happy to have had it. Two XP. For me, it's hard to not take a 6% across the board improvement. You could still go, by the way, but I love the triple haste you're generating for us. Please, the large item 15 poison. Large item 10 poison? Come on. Okay, well, we'll add 2 extra poison to all of our poisoners again.
Is a threat to those who don't understand it.
Temporary boost. Really like 10% max health. I'm not a hero merchant, bizarrely enough, because of how often I'm saying the phrase merchant. Like, an aquatic item is not that likely to be good for us, but it is permanent. Okay, it's actually, considering we got it for free, it's actually providing us with a fantastic benefit, which is that we can continue to buy and sell aquatic stuff without paying the full premium for buying and selling. You are a shark, a shielded shark build. You have multicast as well, but I have no idea where it came from. We lose. You're gonna outscale us like crazy. And what's your crit chance? 58? That's a very interesting build. Where does your multicast come from, man? Can I look at a recap there? Oh, because Shipwreck makes your aquatic items have multicast. Okay. I never have thought of that build before. Super hasting shark. The shield is the engine that stirs the drink, but still. Good build. Really puts a monkey wrench into my plans, but good build. Yes. It's a pretty expensive purchase just to buff coral, really, but we're going to do it anyway because we've already done it. I maintain confidence, by the way, that we're not cooked. And I could just be wrong. But I feel like we're in a decent spot still. Tropical Island. Is that where we finally, like, just buy this, don't worry about anything else, and then we sell our fruit into the cove in order to buff the cove so we always have, like, a bank? I actually feel like the worst chance we have, which makes sense, is against the toughest enemy. But I would absolutely love to just get all the XP that you have on offer. We might be extraordinarily cooked. This might be one of the stupidest things I've done in this video, at least. Coral, I need you to start cooking up real quick. Yeah, we're done. That was just not smart. I don't think there was any loot from those guys we really wanted, but it would have been nice to get more than one experience. I got a big head on that one. You pretty much counter me fully and completely. Definitely will take the extra poison. You're done, bud. You're done, bud. I would happily love to also spend 5 gold and add 2 poison to the pufferfish. 27 damage. 27 poison pufferfish is no joke, by the way. What a name. Okay. If we lose this one, we're probably saying thank you for 7 wins overall. If we win this one, I still feel like 10 is in the cards. You're a combat core and a shielded build. I don't know what any of your items do. It looks like your run might be predicated... Oh, your run is predicated on having a huge shield and then hitting me very hard. I would like to put up my own enormous shield, and we're totally fine. We're totally fine. By the way, I don't want to see anybody in the comments. Why does NL keep getting... Where does NL get these opponents? How much money is he sending Reynard to get these opponents? You've seen the videos where I go up exclusively against people who are like perfect, okay? Everybody, you play enough, it's all gonna come out in the wash. Also, the answer is like $1,000 a month. It's expensive. It's very expensive, but it's worth it. It's a business expense. Okay, something for free. Not good enough. I understand, but it's not good enough. You at least would be a big sell, but I think we can do better. What, the tuna? Too big. What is this, man? When you haste or slow, charge this 1 second, gain 30 max health for the fight. When you level up, if you have 3 tools, upgrade an item of a lower tier. I have 1 tool. Interesting, though. Very interesting. I'm willing to roll like 2 more times. I think we should just get the buckler, because it's a diamond item. It will give us 10 extra shield on the pearl, and we kind of get our money back. It's not as much as I would have wanted, but maybe it's more than we deserve. Yeah, no, I have no space for that, buddy. I got no space for that.
If it's not right for you, bring it back. I want you to be happy.
I mean, sure, man, sure. You got me on that one. Trash Titan, on the other hand. Not the Golem, but Trash Titan. Got some good stuff, man. I mean, there might only be one good thing, but when you use a small item, charge a large item for 1 second, would blow this whole thing wide open. The other thing is, like, maybe Catalyst, man. Because we could put, like, take out a loser ray, put Catalyst in between Pearl and Catfish, and, well, I wouldn't worry about it too much. There goes that Dream Den. How about some items? No aquatics. An aquatic that I simply can't imagine. I guess what you would do is you would put this out here and then rely on the poison that had already been built up to kill the enemies, but like, it's really tough. That's tough for me to do with this build. Monster skills! Gain poison equal to, gain regen equal to half of the enemy's poison. Small item heal 10. Freeze when you use a friend, poison 1. Too minor. You're thinking too small. We need to go a level up at the start of each fight. Haste 4 items for 3 seconds. Like, this is also, well, no, that's not actually that good, but hang on a second here. We got to do like that. I think it has to be 4 extra haste just to get the puffer going faster, which will get you going faster. The petrifying gaze is good too. 3 seconds of haste is also kind of insane.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
I think, weirdly enough, our weak spot is like healing. Oh, lifesteal boulder? That's not great. And we did not freeze it either. It's charging, man. What's your crit chance? Like 100? 104! We're done! Okay, that one, you can't be too upset. That's just what boulder builds do, man. I've used it myself a couple times. I'm not sure if you've noticed. I think we got to take random. The heal would make coral better, but I think we got to take a random. And imagine. Wait a second. Freeze a medium or small item for 1 second. Okay. We do want you to get a smaller cooldown. This does go off all the time. Ice as an enchantment is very rare. It's kind of an amazing get for us. Is it literally 1 extra poison? Alright, well, I never had a choice, man. Well, and it gains haste for longer, I suppose that's true.
Come with no weapons, leave with
It's got to be better than this. We can't be spending all our money on this. We can be spending some of our money on that, though. It'll be hasted longer and have 1 extra poison. I'll take an extract. Still, at this stage of our lives, you're still giving me 1 poison. You're giving me I guess it's a silver event. I can't really be mad. You know what I was just thinking, by the way? The octopus would be crazy because if you have 1 medium item, its cooldown is reduced by 30%. We're so rarely in a position where that is actually, like, good for us or applicable to us. This is one such circumstance. Oh my god. If we could please... We completely own one specific build type that is very common. 1 weapon Vanessa up against freezing pufferfish is a free win. There's a non-zero chance we fight 2 1 weapon Vanessas in a row. It's happened many times, man. Gotta be diamond.
Been watching your progress.
First time you crit.
Here you are.
You have 7 items reduce their cooldowns. I don't even know if this is that good, but we do have 7 items in play. That doesn't happen all that often. Nah. I'll take a peek, because it would be nice to get a pearl upgrade, but it's probably pretty rare. But the further you get into the game, like, the rarer it is to get the things that you actually want, so that makes sense. Small and large? I think we just gotta kind of take the boost and pray. I think we have a good chance, by the way. It's not like a Hail Mary. Probably not gonna be 1 weapon Vanessa.
My fight isn't with you.
I don't know what kind of pig we match up well against, but we're probably gonna see balcony fixer-upper. Well, wait, hang on. Toxic fixer-upper. Any chance you could freeze it forever? Any chance you could just keep it frozen for life? For life, I said, you gotta keep it frozen forever. Oh, it only hits smaller items. That's right. Guys, do not cry for this pig. The fixer-upper enchanted builds deserve to die. I'm sorry. 256 burn matchbox frozen forever. Cinema. Not that my build is, like, super unique, but, like, I'm the guy running it, so, like, I have an attachment to it, I suppose. How about XP? That's decent. Let's be proactive and take our max health bonus now. Let's not do Frost Street Champion. We learned our lesson. Although we would be freezing their stuff, I still don't think that that's a sensible idea. We still want... when you use a small, charge a large. Because the water wheel would never stop hasting, which would make the puffer fish go off so much faster, which would freeze more small and medium items. Like, you would get a lot of value out of that. That's fine. Catalyst is still interesting. Because it adds in another haste enabler. So it's like, if you put it next to the pearl, and then you put the catfish next to that, I think it's the way, man. I think it's the way. I do adjacent aquatic. Well, you're using an adjacent aquatic quite frequently. Not used so much, but like, let me think about this. We want it like, we want the water wheel in between our 2 chargers, and the jellyfish in between 2 things that go quickly. So like, no, I need it. I think I need it like this. And I'll take a gold tier loot item. This makes sense to me, because like every 1 second, you're going to generate 1 extra haste on you, which is going to make you charge. You're going to go faster. You're going to be hasted forever. Cells. Okay, yeah. I think this is right. It's sketchy to adjust the build at this point, but I just think it is right. I don't know what to tell you. Interesting enchanted items. Very interesting enchanted items.
Speed can be scary.
True. That's true. Let's look for items, man. Like, I mean, this may be our last shop. probably like just buff coral a little bit. I don't really want to go all in. Well, I guess we should go all in. I really don't expect 6 extra heal to make all the difference, but let's see. I'm praying for the love of God. I'm praying that you're like a small item pig build and Puffer just eats your lunch. Fiery lemonade stand with a deadly... I don't even know what I'm looking at now. I do know it's going to be tough to deal with the amount of... the sheer staggering amount of burn you're putting on me. That's going to be tricky. Yeah, we're going to lose. I can't really be mad. I mean, I'm a little mad about balcony, I guess, but... I guess you weren't using balcony with like a fixer-upper. It's just one of those items when I see it, I get upset now. I'm sorry if that offends you, but... Okay, 2 chests. That was a great run, and it was honestly, it was bequeathed to us early on. There was a very limited amount of skill. I think, if I may say so myself, I think we made some reasonably good decisions over the course of that run. Maybe we could have looked at the recaps a little bit more. Maybe seaweed beats coral on a long enough time scale. I kind of thought our coral would like improve over time, but what do I know? But either way, I had a good time. I had a great time. Anytime I get 1+ chest in a ranked run, I'm happy. That's a duplicate, but that's okay. 172,000 of those. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It's a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time.